Jon Stewart recently tweeted, "Hey all, just found out I'm woke. All this time I just thought I was good at history." And that may be true if he's talking about the history of Marxism. Wokeness is a Marxian approach to identity politics. It promotes one group over another in a true virtue-signaling fashion. As Raju Das of York University put it, to argue that one has to be respectful of the view of a woman or a black person simply because of the cultural societal identity of a person and irrespective of the substantive content and political implications of that view, that is identity politics. A prime example of this in current culture is the Believe Women political slogan arising out of the Me Too movement. It refers to accepting a woman's allegations against an alleged perpetrator for no other reason than she is a woman. Another example would be the affirmative action policies of universities judging admission simply on identity and not on qualification. The Supreme Court Judge Neil Gorsuch pointed out the Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VI states, "No person in the United States shall, on the ground of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any program or activity receiving federal financial assistance." That's because the civil rights leaders and suffragists fought against the promotion of one group over another on the basis of sex and race. My great-great-uncle was Samuel Newett Wood of Kansas. His mother, Esther, was president of a women's rights convention in 1852, and his father, David's home, was a station on the Underground Railroad. In 1866, amendments were submitted to the Kansas State Constitution to strike out the word male and white. Some wanted to strike one word and not the other, but Samuel and others fought to strike out both. Samuel said, "We are satisfied that the argument in favor of colored suffrage is an argument in favor of women's suffrage. Both are based on the same principles. It is the doctrine of our fathers that governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. We white men have no right to ask for privileges or demand rights for ourselves that we are unwilling to grant to the whole human family. There never has been and never can be an argument based upon principle against colored or women's suffrage." Samuel founded the impartial suffrage movement in Kansas and was friends with Susan B. Anthony and brought her and other speakers such as Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Lucy Stone, Henry Blackwell, and Olympia Brown to Kansas. They fought for equality and impartial treatment for all regardless of identity. They certainly did not want to trade one promoted group for another. As Samuel complained in 1879, if a white man comes to Topeka in a destitute circumstances and asks for victuals, they put them to work breaking stone on the streets. But if a black man comes, he is introduced to the governor and they give him 3 square meals. As Martin Luther King Jr. perfectly stated, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." Please subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks.